Shutdown now enters its second week. Lawmakers still appear to be deadlocked in their fight regarding health care funding, meaning thousands of federal employees are either furloughed or they're working without pay, and that includes some employees at the airport.
Atlanta News First, Sarah Hammond is live from Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International. Sarah, airports across the country are starting to feel the impact.
They absolutely are. You know, when we talk about these essential employees at the airports, we're talking about TSA agents, air traffic controllers who are still required to show up for work right now, but they are not being paid. And so with sick calls starting to come in with some of these employees, it's starting to cause impacts at airports across the country.
Fearing the impact of the shutdown, Pamela Huff got to the airport this morning with plenty of time to spare.
I thought it was going to be really hectic because I've been hearing so much on social media, so much on the news, so I didn't want to take that chance.
But seeing almost no security line Tuesday morning had her wishing she stayed in bed just a little bit longer.
I am very pleasantly surprised. I could have stayed home and had coffee and breakfast.
Other airports have been hit harder in the last few days. The FAA says it's been delaying flights because of air traffic controller shortages. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says many controllers are already calling out sick since they're no longer getting paid.
What the consistent message was from these controllers was they're not just now thinking about the airspace and the jobs they have to do in these towers or TRACONs or centers across the country. They're thinking about, am I going to get a paycheck?
Here in Atlanta, leaders say operations are running as usual. There were 345 delays into or out of the airport yesterday, with 5,800 across the country. Out in Burbank, California, their air traffic control tower outright closed in the afternoon, forcing pilots to coordinate with each other. Duffy says if the number of sick calls continue to increase, they'll have to reduce the flow of air traffic.
Is our airspace unsafe? No. Right? If we think there's issues in the airspace, we will shut it down. We will close it down. We will delay. But again, it's creating a ripple effect for our controllers.
Now looking again here in Atlanta to try to mitigate the impact, Democratic Congresswoman Nikema Williams and Mayor Andre Dickens have come up with a relief package of sorts for TSA agents to include things like meal vouchers and free parking here at the airport. Live at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.